let's watch this shit, bro. Like, what's so crazy is, let me see. We gotta get like, I want like the whole thing, bro. I don't want these clips. Bro, I don't even want no clips.
I can get used to this.
Me too.
Experience more with a $100 credit at hundreds of hotels from Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Like,
Chase, make
we gonna
more
watch
what's
the news
yours.
clip real quick. Like, watch this. First off, here's what I want to say, right? When it comes, like, I believe in aliens. I'm a firm believer that there are other life forms out there in the many galaxies and planets that exist in our solar system. I believe that. You understand me? I believe there are extraterrestrial life forms out there besides us. Like, we cannot be the only planet with life forms that exist within it. Like, this all these other planets that we have not visited yet, I believe there are other life forms on there. And this image that the media has put in our minds, I feel like it's being planted in our minds that we can't unsee the image at all with this. Oh, the aliens look like this. They're big head, slim bodies, tall, big eyes, like, and they're green. Like, bro, you see how we look right now? In another planet far, far away in our galaxy, there are probably other beings with the same thought process that we have, that there are other life forms out there. To them, we're aliens. And to us, they're aliens as well. But the image of what an alien would look like is crazy to me. It's like, you gotta understand, like, when you look at the different species from back in the days, you're looking at, it's just the evolution, how we have evolved, the evolutions, that we have went through, and it's crazy to me, like, this image of aliens being great. I don't believe in that, bro. But let's watch this news clip, man.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes,
Okay.
like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Bro,
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as
a EMT, listen to a call like this. How do you react to it? How do you sitting next to the person? How are you sitting next to the person next to you not laugh about this? Like, it's crazy to me, bro. But again, that we've already probably encountered aliens before. I'm sure the government probably hiding alien life forms that they have been, performing testing. I believe like an alien spaceship have landed or crashed on planet Earth before, and they're just covering all of this up. Because it really blows my mind at how far, you know, we have come when it comes to technology, how advanced we're becoming, and, you know, the different type of planes that, you know, it's like, where are we getting all of this information to build these futuristic, you understand, these futuristic aircraft, you know? It's crazy, and it blows my mind sometimes when I think about it. I'm like, how we as humans are evolving this much. Like, where is this information coming from? Like, how, man, it's insane. So I believe there are extraterrestrial out there that has probably died, and we've done, you know, been studying them in our labs and stuff like that, you know, gaining all the, you know, information that they, I don't know. Let's watch this. Y'all remember Futurama, bro? How they preserve these people's heads and brains and stuff like that? How they're able to, like, take information from somebody's brain after they die and put it in someone else's brain. I believe we're doing shit like this, bro. Because, like, I'm not saying everything I see on television is real, but when we start talking about the future, and when we start talking about, you know, things beyond our galaxy, those things I'm interested in.
To the call you just heard, you'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one beside it, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
someone calls 911.
But why is it green though? Why is it flashing green? If this is this supposed to be like a meteor or a comet hitting it, shouldn't it be red? Because at the speed that it's falling out from the atmosphere, it should be fiery red. Why is it like flashing green?
Reporting two large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that
Okay,
bright
so where
light.
did it land,
Officers
though?
meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property.
Oh
It's
my
clear they're
gosh,
taking this
bro.
call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard.
Hold on. Whatever crashed there left afterwards? What the fuck they talk?
What? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officers see something, the neighbors see something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapp covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon as well.
And you talked to these people. It seemed completely legitimate.
And then here's the thing too. NASA just released a statement saying that they've been receiving like signals from the Milky Way, and they believe that it's probably other terrestrial from a solar system that's trying to reach out to us and send us a message. Bro, this shit is getting out of fucking hand, bro. What if there's like some fucking galactic war between planets that's about to take place or some shit like that? Yo, bro, we gotta prepare, bro. We gotta build them fucking underground shit. What the shit is, bro? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
You and do you have any personal thoughts on maybe what it was?
Right. So it seems from talking to our sources that something happened. There was obviously some flash in the sky. A lot of people saw it that night on the night of April 30th, early in the morning on May 1st.
But hold up though. Why is it NASA talking about this shit? Why is it Elon Musk, the guy who's always sending fucking rockets into space, talking about this shit, bro? I know he got to know what the fuck is going on, bro. This is isn't he the CEO of SpaceX or something like that? Or he's the owner of SpaceX? Isn't that, bro? Bro, the people who should be talking about this shit is not talking about it. It's crazy to me, bro. So there must be some shit going on, bro.
Did that exact thing land in their yard? I don't know. But these people said they saw some SUV circling the area. Could this have been some piece of equipment that malfunctioned? Maybe they saw something and then someone came. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Right.
Someone came and retrieved it from the backyard in the SUV. We don't know. This all comes as a former high-level intelligence officer, a veteran, was on News Nation talking about how there is a program where the government collects some unidentified objects. So this might be that. We just don't know. We're going to work to find out.
Did I watch this already?
Grandpa, when I found the bird, I prayed.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Mills. Emily Flores has the night off. Thanks so much for joining us. We do appreciate it. We begin tonight with a former intelligence and military official blowing the whistle about a secret government program he says has uncovered non-human spacecraft.
When you recover something that's either landed or crashed, sometimes you encounter dead pilots. And believe it or not, as fantastical as that sounds, it's true.
The whistleblower, David Grush, says he turned evidence the UFO recovery program exists over to the Inspector General of the U.S. intelligence community. But lawmakers say they're not aware of a secret UFO recovery program.
I've seen no evidence of it whatsoever. And if there are actually aliens or spacecraft that exist in some warehouse, in a government warehouse somewhere, of course, I want to know as much as all of you.
Man, he know damn well he know what the fuck is going on, bro. You getting paid to shut the fuck up.
Representative Dean Phillips says whether a secret government program has recovered UFOs and aliens deserves to be investigated by Congress.
Whoa, what was that just fell?
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Bro, and here's the thing too, right? Did these people not have cameras or something? Did they not have cameras to film what like the shit that was happening, bro? Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta have like when shit like this happen, bro. Everybody got a phone nowadays, bro. How the fuck did you not have your phone to record this shit? Like, for real, like this person just said blacked out. It's on blackout because it's private property. Since when does that exactly, bro? Since when do they black it out, bro? That's crazy, bro. See, whenever anything involves extraterrestrial being, it's like, why being so secretive? What is it that the government is trying to hide from us? What are they really trying to hide, bro? It's crazy.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
Bro, hold on, bro.
I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we verified it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Hold on, let me pause this. DJ Academics got like a video of this guy. DJ Academics. Let me see if I could find it. Is this it? I think this it. Like, let's watch this video.
Let me see if I could. Okay, I'm gonna play the news report, and then we're gonna get into some other shit. Here we go. Watch this, chat.
Southern Nevada is abuzz tonight with stories about the crash of an unknown object and the alleged sighting of strange creatures in the backyard of a Northwest Valley home.
So it was last night that 8 News Now investigator David Charnes reported about how Metro Police responded back on May 1st after receiving a strange call from a very frightened family. Well, our report generated a global response, and now piecing together the sequence of events has been kind of tricky, in part because the primary witnesses have been almost as elusive as the beings they say they encountered. Chief Investigator George Knapp is as perplexed as the rest of us, George.
As you know, this is not our first UFO rodeo. We first heard about the incident in early May via the Metro Police grapevine. The incident has a lot in common with other bizarre cases from around the world. An alleged crash, strange beings, and bits and pieces that don't make sense. But the police took this seriously, and so do we. Just before midnight.
Okay, so I got to give a little bit of context. A family reports that something crashed in their backyard. They claim when they went out to see it, it was mad blurry. It was only where the crash was, it was kind of blurry. But then when they were able to see, they seen 2 things.
Wait, what? What? Only where? What is it blurred from smoke, or is it just like a big blur, like they blurred your vision? Bro, y'all making it sound like, you feel me, this is a fucking movie you're watching and you blur like the logo on a fucking t-shirt. So, bro, what the hell? Bro, that shit make no sense though.
That seemed to be about 8 to 10 feet in height, had really big eyes, and those things were hiding a bit, and then later somehow escaped. They also said that on some Men in Black shit. Days later, the cop, there were people with black
suits, Men in Black.
Black.
Right. Let me ask this question. Right. What was I going to do? So, you telling me this thing crashed in their backyard, so-called crash in their backyard, no evidence left besides the crater that's left from the crash, and these things escape. It's like, first off, here's a question. What's up?
Suits, driving around on some government shit, trying to figure out what's going on. And also, they said they called the cops, and supposedly around that area, and also there was a Ring camera recording in that area that it supposedly crashed, but it was almost like an EPM. What is it called? Like, is it EPMD or whatever, or whatever?
EPMD.
You know that thing that takes out all electricity? It basically said that the Ring camera that was recording back there, the footage is blank, or it just had no signal once the crash happened until after the person left, or after the thing left. Who cares what it is? So obviously, you know, the majority of us is like, yo, this is fucking cap. Like, you're like, nigga, you're just capping.
Now,
some of these niggas might be on some.
I ain't gonna say it's cap. I'm not gonna say it's cap, cause you know what it is too. In movies, when we watch movies, right? When these extraterrestrial beings just so happen to, you know, let it be known that they're there, or make their way down a block or something like that, or come in contact with us. Like your cell phone starts glitching, cameras starts glitching. You ever watch those movies like when something that's not supposed to be there but is there, but on that monitor screen while security's watching that screen, all of a sudden when they walk by, the screen starts glitching, and then when they walk out the frame, everything is back to normal. Bro, that's crazy to me, bro. Just crazy. Crazy. It's hard to believe, but at the same time, I can believe it because there are other life forms out there. Like, we cannot be the only life forms in this universe. It's impossible. There's way too many planets. And there's so many other planets that resemble Earth out there. There's multiple other ones. Though there's some that are a bit smaller, and there's another one that's just bigger than our own planet, with trees that has living ground, that has water, that has air, and it's like, and you telling me, and scientists have said that there's other planets that we can actually live on, like I was saying, the Earth, like there's other Earths out there. And it's crazy to me. And if we're able to habit those other planets, why wouldn't there be other life forms that reside there? And it's crazy. And I'm sure, this is, man, it's not hard to believe at all.
Shrooms, some K2, some other type of drugs.
This man said there was on
what
drugs.
Happened is that
and this
it's
is the
corroborated
thing right
a
here
little
too,
bit because there's police body cam footage. So there's a police body cam footage, not even at the place where it crashed, but I guess the police responded to something in the area of Vegas, and they're talking to somebody, but all police these days, or all modern police, you're going to see that they have body cams on, and the camera's recorded. Now, when the camera is recording, randomly, they see something in the sky. I don't think they're thinking about it too crazy, but that coincides with what that family felt crashed in their yard, which is corroboration. So look, this is a body cam from maybe miles away, but this is a cop recording, which cops saying, everybody always say about these extraterrestrial things. Oh, people are doing CGI, people are photoshopping. The cops not gonna release some shit that's photoshopped, right? We would hope. Anyway, here we go.
Eye watchers across several western
So here we go.
Seriously, and so do we.
Look.
Just before...
Look at it right here.
Before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens. A police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object on his body cam. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash.
Let's listen to that again. That sounds like a crash.
Strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the object. Two brothers and their father were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shockwave. One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured and blurry, as if by unknown form of camouflage. What they saw next prompted a frantic call to 911.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large.
But you know what? Was this a landing or was this a crash? Like, let's put into perspective. Was it a landing or was it a crash? Because it seemed more to me like it was a landing gone bad versus a crash. That's what it seems like to me. It's crazy.
They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
And here's the thing too, because though I feel like if this was a crash, just as they say shockwave, We know that when a meteor or any, a meteor or a comet hurts the earth, like, it creates an explosion. It creates a shockwave. Like, I feel like there should have been some form of damage to their home. Like, I'm not hearing any of that. This was more of a crash landing versus a crash. And then for the object to just disappear afterwards, and nobody mysteriously disappears, and nobody know where it went. Like, did anybody happen to see this spaceship take off? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, how did it exit out of our atmosphere, bruh? Without no one witnessing it.
And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
8 News Now investigators have spoken with family members multiple times in the past 4 weeks, but each of the 3 times we accepted their invitation to do an interview, they didn't answer the door or their phone. These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums. Multiple family members backed up the story in an initial police report we obtained. Angel says they heard the patter of multiple feet in the yard. They later heard footsteps on their roof. They saw one of the 8-foot-tall creatures climb behind the controls of a large front loader.
Wait, this is their... so this is their entire home. Do they own all of these things back here? Is this what they mean when they said they had cameras there because they have these valuable or high price ticket items and stuff like that? Wow.
Stored in the yard as if trying to engage it. He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place, couldn't move. In the middle of the yard, where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was left in the soil.
That's it? But is that it?
Okay, where is this on your property?
Metro sources say the police dispatcher initially wondered whether to send a crisis intervention team to help the troubled witness, but then took the incident seriously. 2 officers arrived 38 minutes after the call, and by then had heard from other officers. They proceeded cautiously and managed some nervous...
Why are they blocking and blurring out all of this?
lives.
I ain't dealing with that.
A few days later, the family says 2 Metro sergeants returned to the scene to ask follow-up questions. The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house in the following days. Nellis and Creech have denied any interest or involvement with the incident. Metro has indicated they believe the family that something crashed in their yard. But what?
Someone else has access to it.
You mentioned.
You know, I feel like when the blurriness that they talking about, how everything was blurry, it was probably from when whatever it was crash landed in their yard, and it looked like it's nothing but like dirt, and it looked like it's nothing but dirt back there. So with all that dirt, when it crash landed, it was probably all kind of like dust and stuff like that. So it kind of made everything blurry to where you can't see. That's what I'm thinking. Because you gotta think about it when, you know, when you, let's just say you got a pile of dust somewhere, and then you take your hand and you, like, it's gonna be everywhere. You feel me? It's gonna be everywhere. Just kind of like, you know, if you decide to take a leaf blower and you blew a bunch of dust, you're not gonna be able to see nothing because it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be blurry. That's kind of, I don't know. Make sense? No? I don't know.
George, in that piece that, you know, they were frozen because so many people have been critical of, like, why didn't they get their phone out? Why didn't they shoot it?
That's my question.
I'm usually so not the cynical type, and I'm like, yo.
But we live in the day of social media. Everybody has cell phones. And the moment, anything you search up on the internet now, you'll be able to find it. But whenever it comes to aliens, no one seems to ever be able to just take out their phones and record. Like, come on, man. Like, if some crash lands in my backyard, the first thing I'm doing is grabbing this. I'm grabbing my cell phone with my video camera on. Like, come on, bro.
Bullshit. But I'm going to be honest with you. This was like, wait, what?
There's even any video of this incident?
Yes and no. So there's a surveillance camera in the backyard. The property owner keeps that because he's got a lot of expensive equipment there. What we were told is that at the moment this thing comes down and crash, this camera went out, and it was out for a couple of minutes. When it came back on, the object was gone, but the circle was there. We've been told by Angel in multiple phone conversations that he shot video of the creatures. We haven't seen it, and we don't know anybody else who's seen it yet.
If something crashed, though, wouldn't there be debris?
Right.
How is just there a perfect circle, which means there's no debris? There's nothing that you're like, oh shit, there's a wing here, there's a unidentified thing here.
Again, it was a crash landing, not a crash. It was a crash landing. So meaning it's kind of like, you know, when the planes malfunction in the air and you gotta come to a sudden, like, you gotta land the plane quickly because it's malfunctioning, and you do a crash landing but not really crashing. It's just kind of like a hard landing where it causes turbulence and stuff like that. So I feel like that's kind of what that was, a crash landing versus a crash.
You're saying something crashed and then just leaves somehow, and the only thing left is a impression on the ground, which is a circle. That's kind of crazy.
That's insane.
Now, again, I would just say bullshit. Now, there is a interview by the dude. So I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. So the kid did an interview, or did like. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god! Give me 1 second. So the dude who pretty much called the guy who called, let me say, the guy who called 911, he did an interview. Or not interview, but he made a video, and he said, this is the video right here. May 1st, I had aliens right here. Now, y'all gotta have to tell me if this is, wait, why is the video not popping on first? His video.
Cause they don't want to promote stuff like that. YouTube probably.
Wait, why is this video not popping on first? This gotta be a very popular video. Okay, they say go to alien. Wait, alien Society 50. Wait, why can't I find this channel? Alien 51 is a channel. What the fuck? I can't.
He probably
The
just
channel's not
created
coming
the
up,
channel.
chat.
He probably just created the
Alien
channel too.
Society 51. I'm looking at it on another screen. Maybe this is it. Finally. Okay, we got it. Here we go. Wow. It looks like searching this on YouTube. YouTube is suppressing the views. I'm wondering why that's the case. Anyway, let's play it. Let's play it. Again, chat. I'm not one of these tinfoil hat niggas, but like, what the fuck? Let's go.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm gonna try to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story up for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me.
Is he Mexican?
And I know some people are not gonna believe this, but each person is different. So this is what happened to me.
Is he reading something? Is he reading something from his phone or something? Cause when I would like back in the day, like I used to have this YouTube. It was like an older YouTube channel before I had a reaction channel on YouTube that got taken down, but was connected and linked to that email. So they took all of my channels down. But I would have my phone like in front of the camera like this, so that way my eye stays on camera, but at the same time I'm reading from my phone. He look like he's reading a script or something, bro. He gotta be reading a script.
Keep in mind,
because look at his eyes. Look at the direction of his eyes every time he touch that left
At
right
this point,
that left
I'm
corner.
only with my brother, and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around.
Yeah,
the
you
only
see?
thing I see is
Yeah,
a
he's
big
reading the
light
script.
falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact.
Like
fall.
keep watching his eyeballs.
And me and my brother looked at each other, and we were scared. But when the impact happened, it was sort of like a shockwave.
Yeah, he's reading the script. He's reading the script. But I hope this is real and not some not fake and makeup story. Cause yeah, he's reading the script. Cause we gotta do this to make sure you can see. Yeah, he's reading the script, y'all. He reading the script.
Like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to
say out-of-body.
My niggas on that Quando Rondo shit early. It was an out-of-body experience. Believe. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they were gonna get a nigga to like be a crisis actor or lie about this shit, you're not getting this nigga. This ain't the nigga you get. You don't get him to do it, okay? You don't get him to do it. This is why I kind of like started like, wait, what's going on?
To look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the body, the police officer's body cam, and here's the object I'm referring to, the light. Video.
Nah, I don't care what y'all say. So, nigga, it hit different when you're responding to a call
it hit
and you see the
different.
alien in the sky. This is the alien in the sky right here. That shit hit different. That's facts. It hit different, gang. It hit different when the alien is in the sky right here. It hit different.
Here's a Ring camera video. You can hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So here's the video.
The thing that's interesting about that impact and collision, if you've ever heard an explosion when, let's say, a plane hit the ground, it wouldn't be just shoo, it would be like it would be more of things happening. It felt like there was no explosion at all, which that's weird. I guess that's the weird thing. If you see something that looks like a fireball in the sky and it's about to hit the ground, you would think that not only when it hits the ground it's going to kick up debris, but it might explode itself, and that impact might cause multiple other sounds you're hearing. But if you listen to this, it's a single impact. Look. the way, also here's the thing. I think on Reddit they verified that this footage is real, but you could also tell that light, this shit was that shit crashing was changing. Like you could see the light. Look, you see that? The fuck?
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard and he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were. Backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there. Here's a video.
Guys!